If you spend any time looking for self-improvement advice online, you've likely stumbled into the world of looksmaxing. You are immediately hit with complex, overwhelming instructions to chew on rubber jawline trainers, practice tongue posture, and memorize 10-step nightly routines just to fix your face. Chasing these hyper-specific trends demands an enormous amount of time and drains your wallet on specialized tools, serums, and gadgets. But the vast majority of this online advice completely ignores how the human body actually builds physical attraction. It fixates on microscopic details, overlooking the internal systems that dictate 90% of your appearance. This chart breaks down the actual biological ROI of your appearance. Your workout routine accounts for 40% of your look, followed by a 30% contribution from your diet and 20% from sleep and hydration. That leaves only 10% for superficial grooming. When you focus on that 90% biological foundation, you stop guessing. You rely on human physiology to produce a result that superficial products simply can't match. This 40% slice shows why physical movement is the single most effective product for your appearance. For most of human history, survival required intense physical labor. That constant mechanical stress naturally forced the body to build dense bone structures and maintain upright posture. Today, we spend our lives folded over desks and phones, which creates a visible collapse in our physical frames. A consistent workout routine solves this by lowering your overall body fat percentage. As that fat layer thins, your natural jawline and bone structure are revealed. You don't need facial exercises. You need to uncover the geometry that's already there. Beyond the face, these changes rebuild your entire silhouette. Your shoulders broaden and your spine aligns, projecting a signal of physical health and confidence that no outfit can fake. Working out is highly efficient because it changes your physical structure from the inside out. It is the prerequisite for everything else. This next 30% slice represents your internal fuel, your diet. Many of our daily snacks and drinks are designed to spike insulin, which drives systemic inflammation. You see this inflammation clearly in the mirror as dull skin, persistent breakouts, and a puffy complexion. To counter this, your body requires consistent dietary protein. When you prioritize protein, your body synthesizes collagen. This is the structural scaffolding of your body. Increasing its production directly repairs the integrity of your skin and fortifies your hair, creating a natural glow that topical serums can only mimic. However, that repair only happens during the 20% phase, sleep and hydration. This is when the body actually performs the maintenance. Late-night screen time disrupts this process by blocking human growth hormones. Without those hormones, overnight cellular healing stalls, leading to dark circles and a drained appearance that persists no matter how much water you drink. Most topical treatments are only a secondary concern. If your body is starved of protein and deprived of sleep-induced repair, the foundation of your look will remain compromised. Only after addressing those internal systems do we reach the final 10%, dressing sense, skincare, and basic grooming. This segment holds the lowest value because it is decorative. A neat haircut and a tailored shirt can enhance a strong foundation, but they cannot hide a lack of physical health. Your execution here should be minimalist. Wash your face with cold water, keep your hair and nails trimmed, and wear simple, well-fitted neutral clothing. When your diet, sleep, and exercise are fully locked in, your skin clears and your posture improves automatically. You end up needing very little time or money for this final 10%. If the biological math for a glow-up is this straightforward, why do so few people actually see it through? Most people have the right information, but they struggle to maintain the long-term habits required for biological change. This failure to stay consistent usually starts with a specific psychological trap hidden in our social media feeds. When you are constantly exposed to hyper-edited, genetically outlier influencers, your brain stops valuing the slow, incremental progress of a real workout or a clean diet. You begin to measure your day-one effort against someone else's highlight reel. In this cycle, constant comparison creates a deficit in self-worth. To fill that emotional gap, the brain abandons long-term goals in favor of immediate, cheap dopamine, like mindless scrolling or gaming. This distracts you from the gym and the kitchen, stalling your progress before it even begins. Escaping this loop requires a shift toward delayed dopamine. You have to prioritize the long-term biological ROI of your health over the quick hit of an app. By showing up for a workout or sticking to a diet even when you don't feel like it, you are training your brain to value your own effort. Over time, that consistency builds a sense of self-respect that is far more attractive than any superficial trend. Real self-improvement isn't about finding a secret trick. It's about building a foundation of physical and mental health that naturally generates a level of confidence you can't get from a serum or a filter.